Hi guys, I hope you people are doing good. I hope you people are working very hard. There are 70 days left for prelims and we received a lot of queries from students on a few clarifications of how to go about their preparation. So we thought we'll make a video so that it is helpful to everyone who's appearing for prelims in the next 70 days. So the first thing is current affairs. The most commonly asked question is students are feeling insecure about current affairs. So how to go about it? The first thing they have to realize is everyone writing prelims will feel insecure. They being a fresher or a veteran, it doesn't matter because the subject is that way. So realize that and don't be anxious about it. The second is the returns on investment of time for current affairs is very low. Hence, you should be very careful on how much time you invest on current affairs. But that doesn't mean that you skip current affairs outrightly. That is a very wrong strategy. So please make sure that yes, you have to read current affairs. How much you read is you have to work on it very smartly. One ideal strategy would be that take one yearly magazine, treat current affairs as one subject, just like how you read polity many number of times. You read the same source many number of times. In the same manner, you also choose a magazine, any yearly magazine, and read the same yearly magazine many number of times. So treating that as one subject and reading many number of times is one strategy to go ahead with current affairs. The next query that we received was mainly about CSAT and how to go about it. The first we want you to know is, irrespective of your background, you coming from IIT or you being an engineering background or your optional itself is mathematics, doesn't give you any excuse to procrastinate solving CSAT. Please make sure that every day, at least 2 hours, you give that particular time for solving CSAT. The second thing is, please remove that bias within you, thinking that you're bad in quant, you're good in reading comprehension, or you're good in logical reasoning and you're bad in reading comprehension. This bias is actually wrong. Alright, if you have to clear CSAT, you have to be an average student in all the three, rather than being master in one and bad in the other two. So please practice all the three sections appropriately and don't neglect any sections. The third thing about CSAT is solve as many mock tests as possible. Whenever you get bored, you take up CSAT paper, keep 2 hours and just start solving. Alright, solving a lot of CSAT paper will do two things. One, it will keep you in the rhythm of thinking in the lines of quantitative aptitude or logical reasoning. The second is it will make you become more street smartish. That is, you don't need formulas to always deduce the answer. You can deduce the answer even without the formula. So please, in CSAT, treat all the three sections appropriately, solve the worked examples in all the three sections, and then start solving mock tests. So this is about CSAT. The next is the general studies. In general studies, one thing is, it is very important is you prioritize the subject. You don't sit and read a subject for many number of times when you know that many questions are not going to come from that subject. So prioritize the subjects and give the weightage on the basis of amount of questions that comes in that subject. Broadly, the four very important subjects that you have to know is polity, economy, environment, modern India. And then comes mapping, both Indian mapping and world mapping. These five are very, very important, and after that comes all the other subjects. Okay, but that doesn't give you an excuse to skip the other subjects. Okay, so a lot of students keep asking, I am not able to study ancient India, I am not able to study medieval India. But you should not, under any circumstances, skip any subject outrightly. At least, the least that you can do is, on that particular subject, search for any summary books that have tried to, just give you the superficial knowledge of that subject, and at least read that book many number of times. We will, under any circumstances, not advise you to outrightly skip any subject because that is a very flawed and wrong strategy. And finally, taking the mock tests. Lot of students are insecure to take mock tests because they tell that they will be disappointed by looking at the marks. But if you are not disappointed now, you will be disappointed on 28th May. So make sure that you face your fears. Please take the mock tests. Don't worry about the marks. Okay? When you take the mock tests and when you evaluate those mock tests, worry about the wrong answers and why they are going wrong. So understanding the why you're going wrong will help you correct yourself, and then you will be able to score much better marks. So take more and more mock tests. Don't be in the fear that your friends may laugh at you or you may feel disappointed. All this thing will really doesn't matter. So please take the mock test as much as possible. Mock test will do two things. One, mock test is very much there to validate how well you have studied a subject. For example, if you have studied polity, you have to take a test on polity in order to validate that you have studied polity very well. If you don't take the test, how will you know whether you have studied effectively or not? Okay, so validation is very important, and that validation will only come from mock tests. The second important point for mock test is your time management skills. Remember, in the prelims exam, most of your success is played on how you're going to manage the 2 hours in that prelims exam. So if you want to manage the 2 hours properly, you have to start taking mock tests here and managing the time better in these conditions. We have addressed the 4 components that are mostly asked by our students. The first is the current affairs, the second is the general studies, the third is the CSAT, and the fourth is the mock tests. All the 4 components are very important. So take all the 4 components together and make sure that you prepare well for the exam. Okay. Until we make another video, I hope you people study hard and you people study smart. Okay. Hard work and smart work are both important for this exam. Until we meet again, thank you so much. Bye.